Hey guys, in this episode of the Parker Casper Show, we're gonna talk about global warming and dispel the myths about it. Okay, so first of all, global warming, the climate alarmists, it's all fake. We're not in danger of extinction. Okay, we're not gonna all die in the desert. We're not gonna run out of food. It's all fake, and I'm gonna walk you through all the reasons today on the show. Okay, so one thing. People say that it is way hotter now than it has ever been, and that it's global warming. Well, guess what? Scientists have proven that there was a time period in the medieval ages that was actually warmer than it is now. That's 1,000 years ago. So when you're talking about global warming, well, how was it hotter back then? That sounds just like climate climate fluctuating, which is what they do. Climate does change. Yes, sometimes it's hotter, sometimes it's colder. Obviously, that's true. Sorry, there's a little light problem going on there. Okay? And did you know, like in the 1990s, they were predicting another ice age? Yes, not global warming. They were predicting an ice age. Okay? Also, now, there's a myth that 99.9% of scientists agree on the global warming stuff. That's totally false. It's something like 5% of scientists think about global warming. So actually like 95% say global warming is a myth. And the reason they got that number was they took papers that talked about global warming catastrophes and said, well, people all agree. But the only people who were writing about global warming catastrophes were the people who thought that they actually were true. Everyone else just wasn't writing about it because it wasn't science, it was a myth. Okay? Even if it was getting hotter too, that wouldn't even be that bad. I mean, if the world was hotter, most scientists agree, we'd have more food. Like everything would be better. It would take a monstrous rise in temperature, something that's not even close to the global warming they're talking about, to actually be bad. Okay? And then when people talk about CO2, okay, the human CO2 emission, human emissions make up 0.5% of all CO2 emissions. 99% is just natural. And CO2 makes up 1% of the atmosphere. So you're really telling me that our tiny contribution to a tiny part of the atmosphere is really going to do anything? That clearly doesn't make sense at all. Okay?